I just want to see the animation for this guy's demise.
Oh, you're very sadistic, aren't you?
I'm very sadistic because I think it fits with the victim. That's what I'm calling him now. Victim.
Apologise, come on. Fucking hell, okay.
Apologise.
If someone came up to you saying that, you'd be like, yes, you're saying, yes.
What on earth?
Please stop looking
Whoa.
for me. You insane bastard.
Yeah, that's right. Though I wouldn't salute it.
Hail the apology. I know what weapon he used on end. Wait, but which weapon are they saying? Is they saying that he used the... Oh, we're doing the mini game.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
You remember this fun mini game from the other times, right?
So I have nothing to confess.
This is the retarded mini game. I like. It's fun.
Why must you force your delusions on us?
Everyone, watch how awesome this bit of gameplay is.
To continue this debate,
Are you not entertained?
delusions on us. Merely a delusion.
What?
Continue this debate.
It's a good job I've got this set on easy. Imagine if I was doing it on hard when they asked me all the fucking buttons.
I am not the culprit.
Did you see what difficulty? Can you remember what difficulty I put this game to?
No.
I put the logic on hard, but I put the mini game difficulty on easy because I didn't want to faff with gameplay. I'd rather us work out what was going on.
Yeah.
Apologize.
I thought that was fair for us.
Yeah.
I'd rather be more interested in the mystery than these fucking asinine mini games.
And even then, we've got it well before. What we found difficult is transferring our points to the game.
Oh shit! I'm stupid. That's fine.
Apologize.
He's still saying it.
Apologise.
So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
Stop being weird.
Die, Correcchio, die!
Final blow. What's the final blow?
You have no proof that
Oh,
Correcchio is
we
the killer.
fall board. This is it. Wait, was that a man or a woman?
At this point, dude, I just wouldn't go there. Just be like, well that's confusing. I'm going to stay over here. What's the phrase? The return of the Y boner. With a vengeance.
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside.
Fucking know this bit. I know. Well, technically it wasn't the murder weapon, it was the
Knockout weapon.
instigator for the murder.
Yeah, it was a, oh shit, I've been discovered, clonk weapon.
But that's not the
What are the rules, Monokuma, if I almost kill someone? It's fine. Oh, cool, I'll leave him here then.
That's grievous bodily harm, which we do not mind here.
for that to be there.
In that situation, when you have that time, why wouldn't you stash the body under the floor? Because who bothers going into these tiny rooms? They won't be discovered for ages.
Had the floor been in
Supreme,
place, the blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
the psychopath in the white.
Heels
Yeah, but like, it might not be for a few days.
evidence that the
That is true.
And then what evidence is there?
To be fair, the bears love to fuck with people. If there's a body there, they'll probably go, you should check under the floorboards.
Well, I mean, maybe he'd leave a clue for there is something in these retarded rooms. But I mean, but there still wouldn't be any evidence of who did it. Especially because he only says when the body was discovered, not when they were dead, doesn't he? He'll say how they were killed, but not when they were killed. He'll say the body was discovered at 10 PM and died from being beaten to death with a stick or something.
floor. When Angie walked in,
Cold copter with the floorboard.
Cold cock.
It's an American phrase. Basically, another way of saying sucker punch. Smacking someone in the head without.
And he was twatted. Oh, America. You're so fucking pathetic sometimes with your phrasing. They're a bit PC, aren't they, with the stuff they come up with?
All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
If only the politicians were.
Still thick.
Yeah. Though their way of politics at the moment is so toxic.
They are just basically retarded at the minute, to be fair, in how they do everything. I'm not being offensive, I'm just being honest. Britain's not great, it's just slightly better.
But not much better.
I
But
said slightly. And I do mean slightly.
yeah. I just think we have a... And this is going to sound so British in itself. We have a sense of decorum.
Even then, like, not really.
If half the shit happens here that did there, people would just say, I'm out. Done.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas there, they just kind of brush it off and go, nah, fuck you.
Doing the final bit. I don't know where this goes. Small stone Himiko brought.
Let's place
Oh
our
yeah,
head.
that's alright. I was just no, but I was there. I was like, what? I didn't remember the fact that Himiko brought it. That was all.
It's the fact that the killer is shown as just a blackened figure with a
I do
very,
like that.
very long neck and blood red
The only
eyes.
problem with that, though, obviously, is that the only one that isn't in the pictures, apart from that, is Kyo, because we know who the fuck it was.
Yeah. Black.
That's racist, man. I do like this little comic book thing at the end, though.
I think it's a bit unnecessary, personally.
It is, but I like it. I don't. It's one of them things where I just think it's like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. Take it or leave it, personally.
When the culprit approached the cage, that I think that stomped hard on the floor, Pete.
Yeah.
We're still allowed to make one mistake, so we're fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Shuichi. There we go.
yeah.
That was literally a picture of Shuichi blowing out a fucking candle.
It was, yeah.
Who unlocked the door? We want to picture this guy picking a lock.
Pick lock. Pick lock? Lock pick.
Yeah, pick lock. We did it, Alex! We solved the murder! Now we get to watch the murder once again.
Sure.
Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it.
What kind of fucking saw is that?
The plan was to make the same
Oh, the body is that.
options for all three
It's like,
Yeah, fucking, it's the Emperor!
and whoever
Oh, Star Wars Battlefront.
Stew.
Oh, we don't get a Star Wars film this Christmas.
saw.
Yeah, disappointing, but oh well.
I know, I like a Christmas Star Wars film.
The crosspieces in all
I
three.
mean, I know we had Solo, but I'd rather...
I've not seen it. It's out as well. I need to get it. I might buy that for tomorrow.
I enjoyed it, but a lot of people didn't, so...
was working on the middle room.
There's only one thing in that whole film that annoyed
You know
me.
what's funny is the majority of the time when you say
And
it's pretty good. Normally I'm quite a bit softer than you when it comes to films. I think, well, I'll probably go and quite like that. Then if you come away and go,
Well,
Eh,
well, a
it's a
lot.
bit shit. I'll probably go away thinking it was okay.
Well, a lot of people said it was fucking awful and a cash grab, and I was like pleasantly surprised. It's like I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece of storytelling, but I enjoyed it as a film just to watch.
I was told that it was amazing because it just expanded the world.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing it
nothing wrong
did
with
which
that.
felt out of place. It didn't feel like it wasn't Han Solo. Everyone going, this wasn't Han Solo because you know that character we saw 20 years later wasn't the same. Yeah, no shit. It's a character that's 20 years older. It's like with this newest Star Wars film, The Last Jedi, which I don't adore, even though I like it. But everyone going, that wasn't Luke Skywalker. I mean, I know it's like 50 years later, but it wasn't the exact same character. And everyone knows that the moment you're born, you have one personality. What the fuck are you on about, you stupid twat? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
mean, why would you develop based on your experiences?
Yeah, and it's not like in that film they didn't basically explain that.
I mean, he hasn't had a horrendous experience where he nearly killed the Jedi off altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like-
And it's like when people go, they ruined his character. Why would Luke ever, go against his teachings?
Because that's how you duct tape up a wound. Directly onto the hair.
Best place. You know, what is it? You know when what were people saying? Dishonored Wolf was saying it, and I do like him, but he's a fucking retard, I think, for saying
At
this.
times.
Yeah, to be fair, he has some really retarded opinions, even though he is really funny. Do you know what I mean?
I agree, but go on, what's this?
When he was saying, like, Luke's character, after all he went through in the trilogy, why would he go against that? He wouldn't believe it. And I'm just like, you do know in the third film he almost killed Darth Vader because he was hatred, right? And he literally overcame that. Literally what he did in The Last Jedi when he was going to kill his apprentice because he saw the future and then immediately went, this is fucking retarded. Which is literally exactly what happened in the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, literally verbatim. So if you're saying that the character's too different, the character's exactly the same. If you have any complaint, it's that you'd think, why did he go
You've not
that far?
understood it.
Yeah, like, why did he go that far rather than they've changed him too much? If anything, he's not really changed at all.
Very much like his father. Good, Anakin, good. Now kill him.
Yeah.
Kill him now.
Like,
No, Anakin
I
does
thought
do
it was fine. The Last Jedi isn't a great film, but then to be fair, I don't think there are any really fantastic Star Wars films. They've all got tropes that are quite obvious and shit, aren't they? But they are usually just fun spectacles with a fairly decent story involved, aren't they? The only one that I think was good because it was original for its time was probably A New Hope. Because that was the first one that did any of that. But Return of the Jedi was basically a retread of A New Hope, and so was The Force Awakens. And The Force Awakens is my favourite film after A New Hope, so whatever. Well, not my favourite film, my favourite Star Wars film. And even then,
I'm gonna get hated for that. I love Revenge of the Sith.
I do as well.
I love it. I really, really.
It's not my
like it.
favourite film, but I do really enjoy it.
The music
Yes.
in the fight
Music and all.
on Mustafar is fucking incredible.
To be fair,
It gave me chills.
though, if there's anything you'll say about the prequels, they all have good music because you've got to give them that. It's not the one thing that no one should really say against it. Any of them, even Attack of the Clones, is a god awful film, but it does have music to fit.
I rewatched the Attack of the Clones recently, and yeah, doesn't hold up to
Not at all.
my childish memory.
The one that I keep surprising myself that whenever I decide to rewatch them is I find I find The Phantom Menace, although a really pointless film as far as context, is quite entertaining to me. I find it quite alright. Like the middle's quite meandery, but I don't really get bored until they get to Coruscant, which isn't actually that much of the film. So I'm only bored for about like 15 minutes, which is still probably too long. You shouldn't be bored at all during a film. I'm just saying it's not. When everyone keeps saying that it's awful, it's like it's really not. It's just not great. Attack of the Clones is weird because all the scenes with Obi-Wan I find quite good, then all the scenes with Anakin I find fucking awful.
Yeah.
So it's like
It really was like up down,
Yeah.
up down. Yeah, the whole way
which
through.
I find a bit infuriating. And then Revenge of the Sith I like all the way through. I mean I know it's got some of the shittest dialogue ever in a story, but like it's still fun to watch. And I can't ever. If I was ever going to say should you watch Star Wars, I'd say if you like any spectacle, watch Revenge of the Sith first and just have it as that. Use that as a jumping off point and then watch them in order. I mean, I'd say like I'd watch if I decided
I'd
to
watch them in order.
Pause
through and then continue. I would literally do it chronologically.
I mean, I'd add Rogue One now and Solo. So where they are after between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Rogue One is good. They all have
I
problems.
need to watch that again.
The thing is that they all have problems, apart from, I'd say, probably A New Hope, because everything in The New Hope contributes to the overall plot of the film. But every other one has its own pointless deviations, don't they? All of them. Even Empire Strikes Back, everyone's favourite fucking Star Wars film. It still has its own meandering.
Yep. I'll tell you what, though.
That tree is filled with the dark side, but it really derails the film and doesn't really do anything.
I really like Rogue One, and there is one particular bit, and that is Darth Vader being a fucking demon.
Well, one of my favourite bits in the film is actually when they get that ship to ram the Star Destroyer into the shield.
That also was amazing as well, where it just goes, ramming speed!
But it was a weird... The thing about Rogue One that I found weird, if we're going with every film's flaws, we've just discussed...
Instrumental.
We've just discussed the first two, haven't we? The middle books, and then all the Anakin bits in the second
Yeah.
one. Revenge of the Sith, its major flaw, I'd say, is probably the fact that the dialogue is a bit shitty, a bit basic.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Like, I think that I don't mind the CGI in that film because it's kind of warranted because it's meant to be an intergalactic space war. Makes sense. You can't have that many spaceships and soldiers in real life. In all of its scenes, it makes sense. I mean, there are some things where it is unwarranted. I just mean for the most part, like in Attack of the Clones, apart from the bit at the end where you see everyone, like some of them could have been stormtroopers. In like Revenge of the Sith, like the opening scene where the spaceships, when the Jedi fighters are flying through, you're there like, and the droids have to. I didn't mind it because it felt like it was necessary thematically.
Yeah.
It needed to be grand in scale.
Yeah.
And in fact, General Grievous, everyone seems to moan about him, and he's one of my favourite characters. In the
I love him. I read a little bit.
Well,
I had to read up on him. It was one of those things that was like, you're an interesting character, and I can't be asked to watch the Clone Wars, so.
Well, I was going to say, he's not one of my favourite characters at all. To be fair, I just mean, I think he's a good character and a cool villain. And everyone goes, well, who is he? And they're like, it's one of the ones where you don't need to know that, because so much shit is happening in the Clone Wars. You don't need to know where everyone came from. The only thing I'd say is, if the Clone Wars Episode 2 was better, I think that's where he should have started, and then had the middle one as the Clone Wars, and then had Part 3 after that.
Yeah, I think if we'd had some epic fights...
Exactly.
There was...
I mean, I still think there's potential if they could get some of the old cast back. Like... Because Samuel L. Jackson said he'd play Mace Windu in that, so if they could convince some of the old people to replay their parts, but obviously with a decent director, I reckon it'd be cool to get a film set in the Clone
Wars.
Well, just something.
The Great Debacle in Space.
Yeah, just a story set in the Clone Wars, but maybe that has settles a few things like General Grievous or something, or maybe finishing that story that in the Clone Wars never finished with Darth Maul. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, But basically, there's a lot of good points. But anyway, Rogue One. The only problem I had with Rogue One is that I think the starts a bit doesn't know what to do with itself because it jumps around from planet to planet for like the first half an hour for no fucking reason. And I find it a bit like when it's just like has like planet zippity fucking doodah. And then you're like, I don't care what it's called.
It is a planet.
I just want you to carry on with the story. I don't need to know where everything is.
To jump straight back to he's jumping on that with 2 feet. How on earth? Because okay, whack. He's now got to get off and dismount without being really obvious.
Well, they heard the thud, didn't they?
Yeah.
She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it.
I mean, to be fair, gravity would carry up a little bit. So if when it balanced out a little bit, which it would have done, I suppose if he stepped backwards, it would have been easy to put back into place. Maybe.
I'm just saying, he could have fallen clean through the floor.
I think he could have done, but I'm guessing the point is that he probably practiced a few times because he had the room to himself after he killed Angie, didn't he?
Yeah.
The equipment used for the seance.
What I'm saying, Solo is good. I mean, I won't spoil it. There's a robot in it. Have you seen the adverts? There's a robot that's a woman, and she says loads of like SJW shit. She's fucking infuriating.
Yeah, and
she's shit.
One thing that came out of it was that fuck. Lando Calrissian, got there eventually, is pansexual. What does that even mean?
Is he pansexual?
Apparently he has a thing for the robot.
The final step of the murder was
Maybe he does. I mean, I didn't really get that. I got the fact that he was.
the culprit
I can't really say it because it was for the film.
Oh, well, it don't, yeah.
destroy some evidence.
I'm going to pick it up tomorrow, so...
But I mean, I didn't really get the fact that he wanted to fuck it.
But the culprit tries to navigate in the dark.
I got that.
It-
I got that he cared for the robot, but then it didn't to me. It didn't seem any different other than deep friendship. So potentially,
Didn't know that
Very creepy.
people had taken a
Yeah.
picture.
I mean, potentially it could have been, but I never really got that. I never really felt that from the film. As someone said that, like in post stuff, like one of
Yeah.
the directors.
Yeah, yeah. Or not the directors, no. Like the general outpouring of the public was, well, he wants to fuck that robot. And you know, like,
Well, that's up to your interpretation of how you sort of say stuff anyway, isn't it?
oh, God.
People can be really
It's a bit
fucking
weird.
weird.
Ultimate
Yeah.
You're behind these murders. That's really, really
Yeah,
weird.
you can take your own opinion on anything. Some people that can be best friends, male and female.
Complete.
People assume that people are couples all the time, don't they? When they're just best friends, just
Oh,
because
God, I made the mistake of that with this recent trip to Snowdon. There were a couple, like I said, there were two people that liked each other. I've been informed they liked each other, and that there had been some stuff between them. And the guy showed up first, and I went, "So, when's your missus arriving?"
Oh yeah.
And he went, "I'm sorry." I went, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I've just put my foot in it, I believe." And luckily, it was just us two sitting together, and the rest of the group weren't there. And he was, "Oh no, it's fine, it's fine." I went, who told you we were together? I went, "Nobody told me that you guys were together. I've just been told that you guys have got a thing."
A thing.
And I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, it's alright."
Yeah, I think, but it never explicitly says it. So you take away what you take away. I suppose you can make it your own, man, when you see it.
Yeah.
But that's the only bit of the film that I hated, and it's not even that much of the film, to be perfectly honest. Well, I mean, it is because she's there, but it focuses mainly on Han Solo, so you know.
So unfortunate. I was.
But it is very SJW. It's very.
I was so close to 100.
What are you talking about? I do not understand a
Oh
word of
god,
this.
he's gonna have killed like 90 odd
Hands
people.
up, Bach. Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already.
Roger that.
Okay.
Voting time. I'm enough. The heart racing excitement as. The heart racing excitement.
Has a blackened and a spotless fight.
They just fucking ignored him. Oh, they're such little shits, aren't they?
Voting time.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, who should we vote for?
I think we should vote for Tarzan.
I really want to, but I don't want us to have to replay or rewatch anything. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna vote for who we know. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff though in Han Solo, like with that SJW plot. There's a lot of anti-sexualism from her and anti-slavery and anti-stuff that really has no place to be there.
See the
An
result.
agenda.
Yeah, she's literally but it's like every agenda. Like I said, none of them are bad. It's none of them that I disagree with. It's just ham-fisted.
It's just unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Any
just,
logical individual has these points of view already.
yeah, exactly.
And they don't need to
So
be spouted.
he fucking voted for himself as well.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, that's someone that's admitted defeat, isn't it? Who killed him? Well, I think.
A sadist to the end.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the
Dreadfully wrong one.
Is it possible to get to this stage and not be certain?
No.
Because I was thinking, what if you get it wrong?
Well, actually, the bit in the first game is a bit dodgy, but it ties to the plot that something doesn't go right, so it's not really wrong, even though you know it's wrong, because it's how the story moves forward. If we play it, you'll understand,
Okay.
but you won't.
To be fair, the first one on this, it was us, so that was it.
Oh yeah,
Weird, so
we didn't have to retry, although I did miss a lot. We got an A! For one, apparently, you fucking shit! Oh wait, that will be the seesaw effect when we had no idea what the hell was happening,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Perfect. Fail.
Anyway, we'll get to see him die in a minute. But after it's explained how he's...
We haven't got much time left.
Absolutely right. All right.
I think the joke is annoying people. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there can only be a maximum of 8, I think, can't there? There's only 16
For now.
candidates.
Yep.
Actually, there's 7 then,
It's
technically.
finally over. It's not over. You're just done for the time being.
We're done for the day, mate. The day.
Right.
You no need kill both, no matter what motive.
Motive, yeah, he's just gonna be like, I did it because I could.
Could it have something to do with the Trent? What the fuck is she on about, you stupid bin?
Hey.
There was no fucking resurrection, you stupid bastard.
Yeah.
Not him, the woman, because he's taking the piss out of her. Nothing at all.
What? Yeah?
Yes. There is someone that I love.
That person is me.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other.
It is him. It's his split personality.
None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
What?
You fucking retard, Miu.
Ugh.
Don't tell me.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wait!
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Hey.
Yeah, yes.
You see,
Come on.
Sister.
Okay, gets creepier.
Wait!
It's fucking hell, shut the fuck up!
Right?
Oh my god, Kokichi's a fucking machine when it comes to
Yeah.
the beatdown.
whatever is the matter.
Okay.
I loved her so deeply, and she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love. But
I want to stop the video, but if we stop it, I'm almost certain the next video will be less than 10 minutes.
oh,
Yeah.
how I
Because the
longed for
murders
my
usually only
sister's
last like
warmth.
a minute, don't they?
If that.
The only time I felt it
Oh, come on.
was when I was
At least just get off
my
this
sister's warmth.
particular screen, please. Please.
Oh dear.
Beloved sister.
Always messing around.
No. Huh? Sister.
Oh, fuck it, this might last forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's going on.
The next video might be 2 minutes long, so fuck it if it is, whatever.